biggest belief in life is you have seen my bio. Of course, I could have preferred that if someone has read it, it was auto, right? Read by a software. Anyway, so I believe in I can only win if everyone around me wins. So that's the mantra I live by every day, every hour, every minute, second, and breath by breath. That we can only win if people around us win. There is no single win or alone win. Your team has to win. Your family has to win. Your surroundings, your customers, your clients, in your case, your students. If everybody wins, that's a big win. All right. So today we're going to talk about OKRs, objective key results. Are you able to see my screen, everybody?
Sir, it's loading, sir. Yes, sir.
Now you can see?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is called objective key results, OKR. And these are the companies. Now the thing is, OKR was never known to small business owners or practiced by individuals anywhere in the world. It was mostly practiced by Google, and before that in 1970s by Intel. And then Google in 1999 started practicing it when they had only 40 employees. Until today, they practice it with 160,000 employees. After that, all these companies you can see on the screen, they've been practicing. I'm the only one who has started teaching OKRs to small business owners and individuals, and I have practiced it on myself. I'll show you how. So why it's successful? Now, basically, I'll simplify OKR. Otherwise, this is so full of jargons and the difficult words for simple people to understand. But it is a 90 days goal setting. So earlier it was practiced. A lot of super successful people, billionaires, sports person, they practice this not by the name of OKRs, but 90 days goal setting. Why 90 days goal setting is so successful? Times change. When we are talking in years, it changes 5 to 10 times faster than you think. Did we ever think 2020 January or February that our life is going to change after March? Maybe forever or maybe for 2 years. We don't know. But things have changed. So we tend to overestimate the effect of technology in the short run and underestimate the effect in the long run. So most entrepreneurs overestimate themselves on daily and weekly goals while selling themselves short on 3 and 5 years goals.
Sir, I'm sorry, sir. You have to play the slides, sir. People are not able to see your slides.
What do I have to do?
Play the slides, sir.
I'm playing the slides.
Actually, for us, it is PPT only, sir.
I'm on my 4th or 5th slide already.
No, sir. The slide is not
Maybe
changing
you
on
can
the screen,
press
sir.
F5, ma'am. Sir can press F5.
So F is what? Control 5?
F5 only, sir.
Nothing happens with F5.
Okay. Otherwise, you will try playing the slides, sir, again, or.
Let me share again 1 second.
So you can try sharing entire screen and then open the PPT, sir.
Okay, let's try that. It is not even showing my PPT when I say share.
You are sharing entire screen, sir?
Entire screen.
And then
Entire
you have,
and the entire screen, it shows only the screen what I'm seeing now.
sir, you can go to the location where the PPT is there, then you can open from there, sir, directly. You will have to go to the location where you have saved the PPT, sir.
PPT is on the desktop, it is open right now.
No, sir, it has stopped again. Or otherwise, if you can share the PPT to me, sir, I will run it from here, sir.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Okay, sir, you
But I
send
don't
it.
know whether it can come in WhatsApp or not. Let me try.
Sir, you can, if possible, you can share through phone, sir, mail, sir.
Okay, let me see. Let me try with the WhatsApp first. What's your email ID?
Director HR at crescent.education.
Director. I've sent you by WhatsApp.
Okay, sir, let me check, sir. Yes, sir, I'll download it. Oh, PPT दिख नहीं रही सर की. Is it visible now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So this slide is okay, right, sir?
Yeah. Now, I've talked about this already, that all these companies have been practicing OKRs, and nobody has ever considered OKR for individuals and small business owners. Next. Next. Yeah, so why successful people plan only for 90 days? Because time change. When we are talking in years, it changes 5 to 10 times faster than you think. We tend to overestimate the effect of technology in short run and underestimate the effect in the long run. So most entrepreneurs overestimate themselves on daily and weekly goals while selling themselves short on 3 and 5 years goals. So what's the sweet spot? It's 90 days. Next. So 90 days seem to be the range where ambition and planning actually fall reasonably close together. It has stopped, Nikhil. The PPT is stopped again. So everyone, including very successful people, set goals. Yet one task, yes, one task separate goal setters from goal achievers, and that is writing goals down. I can't see PPT, Nikat. It's Google Meet is really terrible. I'm sorry. This is just breaking up the flow, and that's why I don't normally do Google Meets for with PowerPoints or something. Can I send you my Zoom link and share with everyone? Hello?
Just give me 1 minute, sir. हाँ 1 मिनट लोड हो रहा है. हाँ कार्तिक लो तो.
Can we move to Zoom? I give you my Zoom link and everybody you can share with the people, faculty.
Sir, it will be done, sir, because I have to admit the people. That is why it was getting disconnected. Now it will be shared from other computer. Just give me 2 minutes, sir. He will be loading that, sir.
Let me try from my end. I change the slide, see if you can see it. Can you see the slide changing?
Yes.
Are you able to see the slide changing?
Sir, no, sir. We are not able to see your slide change, sir. Now it is done from my end, sir. You can just unshare that. कार्तिक कर दो. Now is it visible, sir? Now is it visible to all?
Yeah, can you do it full screen?
Play कर दो सर.
Make it full screen.
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Go to the slideshow.
Sir, is it done, sir?
No, it's not the full screen.
Sir, it is showing here full screen. I think there is some problem with the, because we are from on our screen it is showing full screen. Participants are able to see the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, then we can continue, sir.
Ma'am, it's not full screen. We can get it in the slide mode.
No, ma'am, because from our side, when we are doing full screen, it is not coming on the screen.
Okay.
You have to pin the screen. Pin the screen. Pin.
Let
You
me
have
check.
to pin the screen. Yes.
Yeah,
Then
let
we'll go
me
to
check,
full
Raju.
screen.
Yeah, Raju sir, let me check that also.
Yeah.
First of all, go to the view in the PPT form and make it slideshow. Full screen, go to the bottom, go to the full screen. Yeah, now it's full screen.
Now it's okay, sir?
Yeah,
Shall we change the slide, sir?
yes. Keep changing. Next. 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 Yes. Keep on doing it. Yeah, so everyone, including very successful people, set goals. Yet one task separate goal setters from goal achievers is writing goals down. That is the importance of writing goals down. Next, please. It's stuck again. Next. So writing goal is a commitment to yourself to do the very best you can and whatever it is you are trying to achieve. This is the commitment. When you write it down, in a way you are committing and it's going into your subconscious mind that you got to achieve this goal. You make that commitment to yourself. Next. Yes. So making a statement of goals to your friends and family. Now when you write it down and you announce it publicly, is using peer pressure in the best possible way. Now you don't want to look bad in the eyes of your friends and your network. So the best way when you want to achieve some ambitious goal, announce it. I normally do it. I'll post it on LinkedIn. I'll post it on Facebook. I'll announce all my family WhatsApp group that I am going to do this. So that way, not only I feel committed, but I get support also from my network. Next, please. The short of it is this: they want you to succeed, and you don't want to fail in front of them. Next. Yes. So sharing your goals and the progress you make with those goals offer you both a network of support and a strong motivation to keep working that should help you achieve what you want. Next. So these are all the successful people. Few people that use this process to find unbelievable success. Richard Branson, Einstein, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, all these people have been practicing 90 days goal setting. Next. So each time that you write and look over your goals, you improve your chances of achieving your goals by 42%. The idea behind goal writing is to identify what you truly want and to figure out how you can get it. There is a process to end that is simple enough for everyone to take advantage of. It starts by getting honest with yourself. So focus on your goal. After you have filled out all your goals, the next step is to identify which among them is the most important. So you focus on one goal. I practically believe that focus on one life-changing goal or maximum 3, which can have like a massive impact on your life. Like for me, last year, March, losing 25 kilo in 90 days was a massive goal which I failed at last 90 days. And then I became diabetic. So in 90 days, I had to knock off that weight and reverse my diabetes without any medicine, just by diet and simple exercises. So which would change your life completely when it comes to fruition and indeed help you accomplish everything else on your list. This next step is probably the most important one. You establish which goal is the most important. You need to identify the steps you will take to achieve it. Setting challenging, yes, the goal should be challenging. It shouldn't be very comfortable. Yet achievable goal lead to improved performance 90% of the time. So why 90 days? 90 days gives you enough time to show progress on your goal without getting discouraged or bored. With a time frame that is this tight, I mean, I have seen, let me tell you a story. Hold on for this slide for a second, right? I enrolled for a gym membership on the 1st of January, 2 years ago. And I went there on 2nd of January, all machines were full. I said, what the hell? There's no machine empty. He said, sir, come after 7th, 50% of the machines will be empty. And that is what exactly happened. So when people set 1 year goal, a lot of things change. So the best part is that once you accomplish your 90 days goal, the rest of the process suddenly start to feel a lot more achievable. So that 90 days becomes your foundation. That becomes your base to move on to next 90 days, next 90 days, next 90 days. And then you start achieving big goals. Next, please. So my life's greatest secret. Now, I don't work hard, I work focused. Please don't tell anyone. So there is something about a 90-day period, approximately 1/4 of a year, that is deeply entwined with the operating system of human being. 90 days is roughly the length of a season in temperate climes. It is about the length of a school semester and the span of the business quarter. You see nowadays, all companies have started, starting with Infosys, they'll start posting their quarterly results. They don't post 6-month results, they post quarterly results. So there's something about 90 days. Next. So these are some big accomplishments in 90 days. A Moscow architectural firm will build an environment-friendly 1,300 square foot home within 90 days of order. Boot camp make a recruit into a Marine in just 90 days. Through hikers walk the Pacific Northwest Trail from the continental divide to the Pacific Ocean within 90 days. Yes. A human baby in utero is fully formed and can open and close its hand and mouth by 90 days after its conception. Blogger Manish said he developed and lived out a plan to become fluent in new language, in this case Italian, in 90 days. John Steinbeck wrote the first draft of the Grapes of the Wrath in 90 days in 1938. In 2004-5, Frenchman Vincent Rioux became the first to sail around the world in a mono-hull vessel solo under 90 days. Mozart composed 2 piano trios in 90 days. Yes, next. And I did this in 90 days. April 2020, last year I was 105 kg, and July I was 80 kgs until today maintaining it. I applied OKR on myself. So these were my health OKRs. Next, please. And I finished this book in 90 days. It's available on Amazon. So ride a rifle bullet into the future, not a scattered shot. Next. The fourth quarter of the year is almost a company's most productive, sometimes more than the previous three put together. Ask any insurance advisor. They do the entire year's turnover in January, February, March. They can't call it JFM. That's because year-end deadlines ratchet up the urgency. So organization to redefine their year to be 12 weeks rather of 12 months long, and to repeat the cycle every 3 months to capture this kind of momentum and lockdown execution over and over. Setting a 90-day goal makes the important into urgent. Next. So the power of 90 days is harnessed by setting exactly one, just out of reach. That's the keyword, out of reach goal, and driving toward it with laser beam focus. It's simply incredible how much you can do when you use this method, especially when you use it repeatedly every 90 days. And consistency is the key. It is not what we do. This is Anthony Robbins' quote. It is not what we do once in a while that shapes our life. It is what we do consistently. So simple tips to develop consistency is reminders. Next. Reward yourself whenever you achieve. Celebrate every smallest of the success. Mistakes means learning and correcting. Whenever you go off track, restart again. Use motivation. Be in that high energy zone. Do the affirmation every day. Look at your goals every day. My goals are written down on a small card here in my wallet. I look at it every day when I get up. When night I'm sleeping, I look at it. So give yourself time to see changes. 90 days will pass like this. Accountability partner, coach, mentor is very, very essential. So when you set a goal, your friend, your spouse, set an accountability partner. If you don't have a mentor or coach, best is mentor or coach, but at least two of you set each other accountability partner and weekly check on each other. And if you can set some small fine, will be very good, because remember, we wear helmet not because of safety, because of fear of fines. So set up a small fine, 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 500 rupees, just to keep you on track. Next, please. Yes. So consistency is more important than perfection. Next. Small daily improvements are the key to staggering long-term result. Even if you improve 1% a day. And if you are persistent, you will get it. If you are consistent, you will keep it. Next. Now coming to OKRs, and mostly we're going to cover OKRs for organization. This is called objective key results. Next. So you set objective, which are your long-term or quarterly goal, which are mostly qualitative, and key results metrics are quantitative. I'll talk about it more in detail. And then weekly you check it and you set your action points. Next. It's a 90-day sprint, the best goal setting strategy you can apply starting today. Next. So first of all, you set your company objectives, where your company want to go. Then set team objective, each department. Then make sure you are focusing just on few key items. What are the results you want to achieve? 2 or 3, not more than that. And then add personal objectives also. This is in a large organization where they set a company objective at the board level. Then it comes down to department objectives. Then it comes down to individual objectives and their key results. Next. So let's do a little exercise for all of you. Next. So your most 5 important current goals. For each goal, add the following information if you have your notebooks. Since when does a goal exist? Is your personal goal, your professional goal, whatever it is? What's the due date of the goal? And when was the last time you consciously worked on this goal? Next. And when are they due to be complete? And what progress would you quantify them at? So only 8% people in the world, only 8%, yes, only 8% people in the world achieve their goals. The biggest mistake when setting goal and what you need to avoid is you have goals but no specific plan how to get there. And a goal without a plan is just a wish. You got to have a goal, you got to measure your results, and you got to have a plan. So you define goals, keep them in your mind for a couple of days, and nothing gets done. Because you don't write it down, you don't take any action. Or maybe you have many goals. You can't decide which one to prioritize. So in my earlier section, I said, decide one or two life-changing goals. Next. You don't know where to start, and therefore you don't start at all. There's a lot of people I meet, my students, they are very, very confused. The progress you made on your path to your goal is not measured at all. So what gets measured is done. So very, very important to measure each and every goal and your progress on weekly basis at least, if not daily. Next. And there is no review if the goals are still achievable, and there is no learning from the past if you don't achieve any goal. So achieving a goal is seen nothing as special and gets neither noticed nor celebrated as a success. So every success must be celebrated. I read a book by Jack Welch, CEO G. He started his career as a very, very junior employee in the company, became one of the best CEO in the world of a Fortune 100 company. And he said every promotion his family used to celebrate. They decorate the house, have party, order food, cut the cake, open the champagne. Every time you must celebrate in a whatever way, small way, big way. The goals are meaningless to you because you got instructed to achieve them. So sometimes the goals are imposed by us on our bosses, parents, or higher up. They have no meaning for us because we have no connection with that. Next. So what is OKR? OKR is a goal-setting framework that helps organization defines goals or objectives and then track the outcome. The whole OKR depends on, and the success of OKR depends on tracking the outcome, measuring the outcome. The framework is designed to help organizations establish far-reaching goals in days instead of months, and days means 90 days. So OKR has been around since 1970s. The concept was created by Andy Grove, but popularized by John Doerr, who was one of the earliest investors in Google too. So he has a book also on Amazon called Measure What Matters. Next. So OKR quickly became an important focus for Google, and companies such as LinkedIn, Twitter, Dropbox, Spotify, Airbnb, Uber have followed suit. So OKR support a goal or vision which should be measurable, flexible, transparent, and aspirational. Flexible, transparent, aspirational, and measurable. So ultimately, OKR help businesses set goals, often ambitious. It should be ambitious. That's the keyword. And then focus on achieving the outcomes over the course of a business quarter or a year. It's mostly a quarter. You divide the year into 4 quarters. Next. So objectives should be aspirational, qualitative, and time-bound. Key result, measurable, quantitative, value-based. And then action plan, initiative, tactical, weekly priorities. So the OKR methodology is simple process of setting and aligning company and team goals. So the beauty of OKR is that everybody, the entire organization from the bottom to the top is involved in that. That's the beauty. Otherwise, mostly companies board level goals are set. They are told to employees this year will have this much production, will do this much turnover, but employees have got no connection with that. And then it's not measured on a weekly basis. Next. So examples. Next. Your company is just getting to this growth phase and now you want to reach a lot of people. Marketing decides that they'll focus on going viral online to drive more attention to your company. They set an OKR that would look like this. Objective. Make our company go viral. Key results. Generate 1 lakh views on your YouTube channel. Key result 2, get 10,000 new followers on Instagram. Key result 3, increase organic search traffic to your website by 20%. See, these each one is quantitative, objective is qualitative. Make our company go viral. Key result 1, key result 2, key result 3, all are in quantity so that you can measure it. I hope it's clear to everyone, right? Your company, yeah, go ahead, next. So benefits or OKR allows you to set and communicate the most important goal in your organization in an organized, focused and transparent manner. Another keyword here is it's organized, it's very focused and transparent. Everybody in the company, every employee, every department is aware of the OKRs and the progress. So OKR is especially good if your team is growing and your old methods are not cutting it anymore, or you are having an issue with reaching goals with the productivity. No matter your starting point, the main benefit of using OKR is a unified company where everyone knows exactly what they need to get done and they feel motivated to do it. Next. So OKR provide insight into what is happening right now in your team or company and help you track company activities and report on progress. With OKR, everyone can be aware of what needs to be accomplished, and each week and every quarter, entire company is viewing, each department is having weekly review meetings, what is going on, what is working, what is not working. That's the beauty of OKR. You can keep aspirational company and team goal in focus, so everyone can plan their week with the company vision in mind and stay on track. Next. With clear priorities to focus on, everyone will be more engaged and feel that their work matters. This is the whole point here. Everybody is engaged. Everybody's voice is heard. Next. You will see a more productive company with employees who take initiative in their work. The employees get engaged. They get motivated. I have achieved results for the company. They have doubled their turnover in 90 days. Some of my companies. OKR allow you to be more data driven and make informed decisions. By assessing the progress of your team goals, you can monitor if you go off course and take initiative before any problem arises. So OKR helps you stay more organized, focused and aligned by basing initiative on higher company and team level goals. Everyone's work will be more focused and drive the company forward. Next. So company, mobility, OKR suit everyone regardless of industry or size, small organization or big organization. Though it's been practiced by big organizations only, because it was not known to small organizations. Productivity and accountability department-wise, OKR help you to measure and envision with what success looks like and bring focus and clarity into the teams. People move together towards important goals, not small unimportant tasks. There's a great camaraderie happen. There's a great teamwork start to happen in the company and organization. Next. So set your objectives, communicate and explain this objective to your functional teams. For example, product department, marketing, sales, HR, everyone, and ask the teams to set their contributing objective to be aligned with the company objective. Each department set their own objective. Quality control department will set their objective and key results around quality. Service department will set OKRs around service department. Sales and marketing will set their OKRs around sales. Accounts will set their OKRs around accounts department. So define your key results under each team objective, 3 to 4, not more than that. 3 to 4 key results. The job of key result is to measure how close you are getting to achieve your team objectives. And update your OKRs. While you should set team OKRs quarterly, it is important to go over your OKRs every week. Every week. So plan your activities and have weekly check-ins. These are called weekly check-ins. It is also important to incorporate OKRs into your weekly activities. Each week, think about what projects and plan you should focus on to achieve those objectives and write them out. And review your OKR. At the end of the quarter, each team should then look back at the accomplishments of their OKR, see what went well and what did not go well, what needs to be corrected. Next. So does the objective help achieve company goals? Is the objective inspiring? Does the objective provide business value? Is the objective really achievable in 1 quarter, 90 days, 12 weeks? Is the objective solving the problem of our team is having? Is this objective actionable and achievable by us? All these things you have to keep in mind. Next. So objectives should not be easy. If an objective is achieved well before the end of the quarter, you are not thinking big enough. Objectives are not project and subtasks. Objectives are aspirational goals, ambitious goals, big, hairy, audacious goals, what we call bhags. They are not one-off activities which would be considered task or plan. So if we wanted to write an objective for a company to increase their revenue, a good objective would be to, next, increase product reach in India in Q3, quarter 3. This objective works since it's aspirational, time bound, and helps move the company forward. You are talking about third quarter. Next. An example of bad objective would be write a product marketing plan for Germany. Next. So setting key results, it should be specific, measurable, quantifiable, achievable, actionable, objectively graded, be difficult but not impossible. It should be difficult but not impossible. Next. So what key results are not? They are not binary. Key results should be numeric and be updated throughout the quarter. If your key result is binary, it may be task or plan and not a key result. They are not tasks to be completed. While plans and projects are important in supporting your objectives, key results are measurable, business outcome, and should be treated as such. So key result 1, increase India sign up to marketing qualified lead conversion rate from 15 to 20%. You want to increase your qualified leads from 15 to 20%. It's quantifiable. Number 2, increase India MQLs from 300 to 500. Again, quantifiable. 300 to 500. Increase conversion from 200 to 300. Again, you can measure it. This is quantifiable. Next. These examples are measurable, objectives graded, and while challenging, they should be achievable. Next. So output is new marketing plan versus outcome. Increase incoming leads from 4,000 to 5,500. This is the outcome we are talking about in objective key results. Next. So output versus outcome. The biggest challenge that most of the company face is that instead of defining key results as measurable outcome, they set list of action-based outputs. So output is just one term that can be used to describe activities. You can also call them initiative, plan, project, deliverable, milestone, tactics, etc. Output is an action that you take toward your goal. One thing is for sure, they are not measurable outcome. Writing and delivering a new marketing plan doesn't mean that new plan is good and that will bring a lot of new customers. Outcomes are not about doing, they are about delivering real, valuable results. Business results or personal results, doesn't matter. If the marketing plan is our output, then the desired outcome of it might be that executing the new marketing plan, increasing incoming leads from 4,000 to 5,500 per quarter. So outputs are the things we do, deliverable projects, etc., that help us to work toward our goal. We hope it brings the success, but don't guarantee it. Might change if do not bring result. But outcome, the result I hope to get after doing something measurable, result defined as success of the goal, shows the success loud and clear, stay the same until achieved. Next. Why agile goal setting? The pace of technology, social and political change is accelerating. Remote working for knowledge worker is becoming the new norm. How agile goal setting works, taking long daunting goals and breaking down into shorter sprints, yet keeping them super ambitious. So you are setting 90 days, not so long, but these are still ambitious. People have done their entire year's turnover, entire year's profitability in 90 days. Yes. So a shorter time span, but a regular cadence of ambitious goal allows to build the behavior for them. It guides our focus, especially when we want to pivot the change and then sustain momentum every 90 days. And then next 90 days, it starts to look easy. You become more and more ambitious. You become more and more enthusiastic. You become more and more motivated once you achieve your first 90 days. Next. It makes us all a master of the art of goal setting on a frequent basis. You know, the entire life changes. It's a life-changing exercise. Every 90 days, you feel like a great achiever. You feel top of the world. Next. So this was like my 20 kg weight loss. 90 days goal, lose 20 kg. Next. First 14 days, triggering the behaviors. Objective is to build the foundation and set the baseline. Lose 5 kg in the first 30 days, which is quite ambitious. Next 30 days, start exercising, stay on course, and no cheat days. Keep a food journal. Second month objective, lose 8 kgs, which is more ambitious. Now from 5 to 8. At the end of second month, you have achieved 13 kgs. You are supercharged. Now people are complimenting you. Your clothes are looking loose. And last 30 days, 7 kgs objective. You are supercharged. Nothing can stop you from your key result. 20 kg knocked off. Next. There's a wonderful quote I found on Google. A CFO asked CEO, what happens if we invest in developing our people and then they leave us? He replied, what happens if we don't and they stay? You have an untrained, unmotivated team and the company doesn't grow. So achieving organization or team goals are even harder. Next. So bring people together for common purpose, build collaboration, sustain enthusiasm with a lot of quick wins. Now, I have seen companies like employees are working late nights, they're working on Saturdays, they are so much motivated, out of motivation. It's not for money, it's for nothing. It's just that they have a set goal and every week they are measuring. And if they are not progressing, they work harder. And if they're progressing, they feel more motivated. So you need to drive goals every week. Your personal or your organization or your family or with your children. Every week is the key. Next. So if you want to achieve goals in a team, you need to drive goals by bringing people together for a common purpose, build collaboration, sustain enthusiasm with a lot of quick wins. Next. So these are objective, key result, best practices of setting and communicating company, team and employee objective and measuring their progress based on results. So objectives should be ambitious, qualitative, time-bound, actionable. Key results are always measurable. Make the objective achievable. Lead to objective grading. Difficult, but not impossible. Next. So you run a B2B export company. The example of the goal for you is to grow revenue to 50 crore in a year. There are two components, a direction which is to grow revenue and a target which is 50 crore. The OKR methodology prescribes that you split a goal like this into two parts. Next. Your objective is the direction and the key result is the target. Now, what is the direction? Grow revenue. That's our objective. That's the direction. What is the key result? 50 crores. Next. So the superpower of OKRs for an organization or a team. Next. It should be aspirational, very important, transparent, collaborative, top down and bottom up. Everybody is involved. Cross alignment. Divorce from the compensation. Now, these are not compensation drive that you achieve these goals, you will be paid this much. No. This is all motivation. There is no compensation involved here. 60 days or 90 days. I prefer 90 days. Most of the world companies prefer 90 days. And it's a hyper focus. You are so focused that you are not looking here and there. These are highest priorities. These are life-changing goals you are working on. Do or die situation. And you measure it weekly. Next. So typical goals don't aspire to reach big. Most often they are tied to our compensation. So we prefer to play safe. And conventional thinking is that anything less than 100% is failure. And we want to look like success. Next. So in OKR, your sweet spot is 70%. You set ambitious goal. And if you achieve 100%, that means you are too comfortable. And if you don't achieve it, then it was more than ambitious. So you have to find a right balance here. Next. So tracking. Win the B2B insurance marketing in US. All these are tracking software. You can do it on Google Sheets also. So keep tracking it every week on week. Measure it that how much progress you are making. Next. And mostly in organizations, goals are not measured. So tracking progress is the true elephant in the room. Goals only work if the progress is measured regularly and in a front view. Everybody is aware of it. The whole team, entire organization, no matter you have 100 employees or 100,000 employees. People are horrible at tedious, repetitive tasks, especially when they come with a good dose of tell them approach. The bosses tell them, you do it, you do it, you do it. Nothing gets done. Next. So this is the growth velocity. OKR, shared goal setting every 90 days. Then there is accountability. Then there is alignment. Then productivity. Boom. Then the velocity happens. Next. So waterfall goal setting lacks agility. When waterfall means it's coming from the top. So waterfall goals and metrics turn teams into feature factories with no focus on delivering value. They make companies slow to change while increasing risk and waste. An annual cycle where once a year employees set objective for the year, then file them until the year end with a flurry of activities to justify their efforts over the year. Board meeting, yearly goals achieved, everyone achieved. But it's not the real goal achievement. It's a very dreadful process. Next. So non-alignment of strategic priority. This is how the top team, the senior executives, middle management and frontline supervisors, you need to align all of them. Next. So consistent goal setting for teams, agile culture and continuous employee development are key changes in sweeping HR practices. Employees who feel their voice is heard are 4.6 times more likely to perform their best work. 1 in 3 professionals cite boredom as their main reason to leave their jobs. 85% of the employees are not engaged. 85% are not engaged. This is a Gallup employee engagement survey in the workplace, entire world. Next. So this is accountability. and alignment, and OKR shines. OKR build a strong culture of accountability and alignment, both at the same time. Beautiful system. People who don't know OKR, there is no alignment, there is no accountability. Goals are set, written down, never achieved. Next. So typical OKR cycle is 90 days. Localized 2 weeks before when you are starting. Focus execution 11 weeks. Retro and reset for next 90 days 1 week. This is the 12 to 14 week cycle. Everyone activates hyper focus. Leaders build the culture and environment for it. That as a CEO, as a leader of your job is to build that environment, that build that positive energy and motivate everyone. Next. So autonomy of an OKR is motivating where we are going. It's always ambitious and bit uncomfortable. It's easy to remember. It should be very, very simple. Key results, it's like GPS. How do we know we are getting there? A specific and measurable path to objective. It's quantifiable. It results in objective grading. Tasks are your action plan. Project, initiative, deliverables, quantitative or qualitative. They must support one or more OKR. These need not to be in one domain. They can be cross-functional. Next. So this is a startup accelerator. Their OKR. Objective is strengthen knowledge network. Key result, 100 expert mentors onboarded. Task, 1 coffee meeting with a mentor each day. These are the action plan. See how beautiful this is. Objective is strengthen knowledge network for a startup accelerator. Key result, they need to onboard 100 mentors. Task, action plan, 1 coffee meeting with a mentor each day. Next. So how do you craft organizational objectives? Your role as a leader is to set clear vision and motivate employees. Objectives are not fluffy statements or vague ideas, but a clear articulation of your strategy. Make it simple. Sit down with your team and whiteboard high-level strategies or teams. Then group similar ideas together, distill to few aspirational objectives. Look back at the language to see that it conveys what you want to accomplish, and bingo, you are done. Next. And inspire everyone. OKRs or any other thing will not work if you are not inspiring or motivate people as a leader. So purpose is the greatest driver of productivity in all organizations. Read your objective and you don't get that sense. Refine it further and further and further till you are convinced that you have written an absolutely purpose-driven objective. Absolutely purpose-driven objective. Next. So companies that have clearly defined and communicated how they create value, 63% or more employees are motivated. 65% of employees are passionate about their work. Most importantly, 90% of the employees deliver growth and profits at or above the industry average. That is the beauty of OKR, my dear friends. Next. So what to avoid? Avoid numbers as much as possible in the objectives. The objective should be, I want to be the #1 OKR coach. Key results, I want to do this many workshops every week or every month. I want to have certification. I want to write a book on OKR. I want to train over 1,000 students. These are all key results. It is almost always alineates teams that are not in sales, because it seems likely it's not only talking to the sales team or maybe some of the teams that support it. So involve everyone. Next. Avoid vague themes which can't be measured. There should be anything vague in key results. Next. So ask yourself these questions. Can our employees identify which one is ours versus our competitors? Next. Poll the employees without telling them anything. How many could see what our objectives this quarter or this year is? It should actually come from them. Though it is your objective, but if it comes from them, or everybody is on the same page, they all agree, you can imagine the environment is going to be. Most importantly, do our employees have the resources required to deliver on our objective while they are meant to be ambitious and uncomfortable? Do they have that resources? And they should not be unreasonable at all. Next. So focus on your highest priorities and include everyone. Deciding what not to do is equally more important than deciding what to do. Your OKRs are not a long laundry list of to-do lists, a long list, 10, 20, 30 to-do lists. No. They are about measuring results, not business as usual efforts. Good objectives at the top of the house always address growth, customer, people, optimization, excellence, innovation, capital, almost always. These are 7 pillars of any healthy business. Next. For example, an e-commerce company. Intention this quarter is to rapidly increase sales. That would mean that we also need to get a lot more marketing qualified leads, MQLs. We might need to add few more product features. Next. So what happened to the gross margin? And are we going to hire up to support all of this growth? Once we have a meeting and we think through all of this, we would arrive at a much more solid objective. That objective might sound like sustained growth of core streams without increase in cash burn rate. Meaning we have recognized there are certain streams that have been core to our business and can easily grow, and we draw the focus on these. Next. But at the same time, we want to keep an eye on what are our cash flows and burn looks like. All of those would obviously captured in your key results. So mostly your annual objective and key results are divided into quarterly. Next. Large organizations typically have shareholders and board members, and they make annual commitment to them. This is what usually happens. However, on the other hand, startups don't know what the road looks like ahead of them. They want to have the flexibility and the agility to frequently change their objectives. So they prefer starting with quarterly objectives that are set for 90 days. So that's how startup progress so fast and beat these larger organizations in 2 years' time or 3 years' time. Earlier, it used to take entire generation to build a billion-dollar company. Now you see that startup using OKRs can build billion-dollar companies and become unicorns in 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years' time. Next. So this is a HR software company. The annual objective is be the preferred hiring platform for Fortune 500 or Fortune 100. For the first quarter, they might set key results that will look like this. Go from 1 million ARR to 10 million ARR. Annual revenue rate, average revenue rate. The second key result might look like win 10 Fortune 100 companies. And the third key result, reduce time to hire by 10% for financial services and IT industry. At the end of the quarter, if they have achieved these key results, they believe they are a step closer to becoming the preferred hiring platform for the Fortune 100. That's their long-term objective. Next. So the next quarter, they reset their key results. That's what I mentioned in the beginning, that first 90 days set the foundation of your long-term vision and long-term goal. So for quarter 2, the objective remains the same. Be the preferred hiring platform. So objective normally don't change. Your key results don't change. But your task and your action plan will change, because certain things will work and certain things will not work. So go from 10 million ARR to 30 million ARR this quarter. Now they are becoming more ambitious. They're going 30 million ARR from 10 million. First quarter was 10 million. Next. So win 20 more Fortune 100 logos. First time was 10. And meet 100% of the onboarding timeline across the projects. Next. So let's assume they achieve all of these key results this quarter as well. They are a step closer to becoming the hiring platform, preferred hiring platform for the Fortune 100. The third quarter, the objective remains the same. Be the preferred hiring platform for Fortune 100. Objective is not changing. However, the key result go to the next level. Now they want to go to 50 million. Next. Each quarter and each win brings them closer to achieving their main objective. Next. So the key results have the short span of 90 days, and as you learn from the key results of one quarter, you change the key result and increase the ambition in the key result for the next quarter. Next. So how do you write good team objectives? OKR don't cascade. That's the big difference from a lot of other goal setting methods and OKR. They don't cascade. Each team is empowered. Each team is engaged. Each team is involved to localize their objective and align them with the organization objectives. When you are fleshing out your OKR, the structure might look like this. The organization has one or two objectives at the top. It shares them with all of the team or team heads. The team then reflect upon it. They discuss. It's a process of at least 2 weeks. Sales team would have its objective. Marketing team would set its own objective. Product team will set its own objective. Operation team will set its own objective. Next. And please don't cascade. It is never top down. Next. The most common downside of cascading output. Lack of clarity brings low business value. Without any input from team, management can take wrong decision. Unmotivated employees. Output might simply not work. Next. Your company realized that you need more leads to increase sales. Marketing wants to write a new marketing plan to try to increase leads. In that case, your marketing team objective might be increase our brand awareness to bring in new leads. Increase our brand awareness to bring in new leads. The new plan is just a way to approach this. From this objective, we can see that we need to define key results at least in how many areas? 2 areas. What measurements will show that we have done a good job sharing our brand? How many new leads we are hoping to get? When it comes to getting more leads, think about what you actually want. Do you want just more leads, or you want leads that actually convert to customers as well? Our leads are just leads, or you're converting customers. That means if you do not know yet which kind of leads have the highest choice of ending up as a customer, then it's time to look into it. You should start by defining the requirement for MQLs. Next. So based on that, we can set a new key result saying, now here is the key result. Increase marketing qualified leads from 3,000 to 4,400. Again, any lead doesn't count. Only one that matches our standards of MQL criteria. And we have our objective and proper measurable outcome based key results. Next. So keep asking why. The beauty of OKR and the success of OKR is during the journey, this is the question we need to ask: why? If you are stuck with setting outcome-based key results, ask someone to keep asking you, but why? And continue the dialogue until you are happy what you are hearing. This is the most important question in the OKR methodology. Next. So how to launch and achieve your objective key results? First of all, create a clear vision. As a leader, your job is to create a clear vision for everyone to align with to achieve success. Without vision, your people are basically walking around in a fog and they may be moving needles. But without your vision as a leader, they cannot possibly hope to contribute in a meaningful way to a prosperous quarter or year for your company. Next. The process of creating, measuring, and learning from OKR can seem deceptively simple, but it doesn't have to be overly complicated either. So try to make it as simple as possible. How many company-wide team and individual objectives should we have? Will objective be rigid or can they be adjusted during the quarter to match business needs? How will we track our OKRs company-wide? Should they be aspirational based? Can OKR be used to determine promotion and salary increase? All these questions, but OKRs are not absolutely determine the promotion and the salary increase. Next. So steps: prepare, fitting OKRs into your performance management strategy, launching your OKRs, setting individual objectives that motivates, best practices for writing OKRs, and then tracking progress. These are all the steps you take on an individual level or at the company level. And in the 7 habits of highly effective people, Stephen Covey provided the analogy of placing rocks in the jar. We all know this story, I hope. Next. Focus on only 1 or 3 major objectives that are aligned with the company goal, because the path to success lies in clarifying and finding the leverage. So company objectives, company OKRs, objective and key results for each department, and then individual. Individual employee will also set their own objectives, whatever duties they are doing. Everyone needs to be involved here. Next. So it works like this: 3 to 5 objectives in the beginning of each period. Each team sets 1 to 3 objectives that are aligned with the overreaching company ones. Then each employee set 1 to 3 objectives and key result for each objective aligned with team and company goals. This is how the entire team aligns. Next. And every quarter, company-wise, celebrate, have lunch, have snacks, you can give awards, not the promotion or incentives, but give award trophies. Must celebrate these wins. Next. What happened? Yeah. So OKR platform is meant to be used in tandem with a weekly check-in that provides visibility into the world of each employee. So weekly check-in is the most important key to achieve your results, to achieve your goals. CEO can uncover employee challenges so that they can offer support. Now, most of the time when employees come, the worst statement, I have seen many CEOs, they say, come to me with a solution. Now think from the employee's point of view, if he had the solution, why would he come to you? So it's your job as a leader to provide that solution, help and support the team to find that solution. Together, these 2 practices offer CEO an elegant solution for receiving employees' feedback and responding in a way that realigns employees with their quarterly objectives. Next. So this is a continuous performance management, week on week, quarter on quarter, year on year. Next. So weekly check-ins and one-on-one meetings. Now you do weekly check-ins and you do one-on-one, and then CEO can then respond to employee need before the issue get out of hand. So if there are any challenges, then CEOs and the department heads, they get together and they address everything so that the whole OKR function is very, very smooth. Next. So which OKR system you should use, aspirational or commitment based? Google is known for setting overly ambitious objective, and many companies followed that. So I personally believe it should be aspirational, it should be ambitious, and if you achieve 70% of it, you are good. So people more naturally move naturally toward doing their best work and becoming their best selves. Next. So this is how you align that company objective, team objective, key results with every department. Next. And communication is the key here. You are communicating every week. You are reflecting, you are reviewing, you are working on action points, what is working, what is not working. So here the most important key is communication between the teams, with the department heads, with the CEO and the board. Next. So set overreaching company objectives. Next. Communicate the quarterly objectives with the team. Next. And do not move forward till everybody is on the same page. And teams set their contributing OKRs. At team levels and the department level, everybody is involved. You don't move forward unless everybody is agreed, everybody is on the same page, everybody is motivated enough. Yes, we believe in this objective, we are committed to it, and we are moving towards it. Next. So reduce the number of, this is some of the examples, we can skip that. Please move on. Next. So these are some of the best practices. While the OKR structure is fairly simple, that doesn't mean they are easy to implement. It usually takes 2 to 4 quarters. I mean, sometimes companies think that, one quarter it works or it doesn't work, OKR is not for us. It will take a couple of quarters if your organization is large. Or it's much more easier for the individuals and for the small organization where team size is 10 to 20. But for the larger organization, I have seen that it takes at least 2 to 4 quarters to implement it correctly. So start setting your OKRs before the quarter start. This is especially important for company level objectives. OKRs can take a lot of time planning and agreement, especially if it is your first time you are setting it. Next. So execute your OKRs. Implement a weekly process. Hold a weekly team check-in. Hold company-wide reviews at the end of the quarter. OKR reviews for the team. Start setting next quarter's OKR. You already need to start planning your next quarter's OKR 2 to 4 weeks. So at the top, at the leadership level, while the teams are working on this quarter, you start working on next quarter OKR already. As you start planning, think about your previous OKRs so that you can use more effectively. Next. Your objectives are too challenging or not challenging enough. Some mistakes. Setting and forgetting your OKRs. Sometimes you go off track and you forget about it. You have too many objectives or key results. You set 10 objectives, 20 objectives. Your key results are not measurable. And not keeping the big picture in mind or big vision. Next. So this is the implementation. First, you have a pilot team. You make a team of 3 to 5 key people. And normally one of them is OKR champion. Then team leaders And after that, everyone gets involved. Next. So weeks before starting with OKR, when starting out with OKR, it's important to remember that you should only focus on a few high-level objectives again and again. Very, very few key level. In this case, we would suggest setting 1 to 3, discussing with managers, team lead, and whoever else is involved in the change to OKR. So everyone agrees on the most important goal for the company. And then weekly check-ins. And OKR check-in is a quick 15 to 20 minutes. It doesn't mean that every week you are spending 4 hours in a meeting, where you and your team reflect on the progress. And mostly it is a lot of wonderful software, Weekdone and other softwares are available, where you can just by 15-20 minutes, and since it's transparent, everybody is viewing it. So everybody is aware of the results they are achieving, not achieving, the challenges, and quickly in 15-20 minutes or 30-minute meeting, you can discuss the challenges, and sometimes you change the action points and realign the things and start working on it. And then whatever the lessons you have learned, what we went wrong, what we did right, what did we learn as individual, set new priorities, plan for the next week. Next. And make sure to have a meeting outside of the weekly check-in. Now these are one-to-ones also with the department head, and the CEO with each department head, you set your one-to-one meeting. The meeting should be between managers and team leads with the purpose of identifying problems and brainstorming ways to fix them. Next. At this point, the entire company should review the company objective to see the progress that has been made towards them at every level. It's definitely a good idea to gather some input on this quarter OKR and ideas for the following quarter. Next. So good questions to ask as a team. How did your team perform? How big was the contribution of the team objective to the overreaching company goal? Was the OKR set good choice for the team? Did they help the team make improvement for the team as well as for the company? And in this process, everybody grows. They become achievers. Their self-confidence goes next level when the team start to achieve their individual OKRs. If the OKR failed, then why? What were the challenges? What can be done next quarter? What are some ideas for the upcoming quarter? Next. Next, please. So, adopting OKR methodology requires a change of internal culture in the process. Now, company which has a demotivated employees, a lot of time I have seen that, then OKR doesn't work there. So there has to be a nice culture, there's a nice environment, then only OKRs work. It will be easier for some than for other, but don't let that discourage you if you are having some growing pain while getting started. So what I personally do is when I'm doing company OKR, first of time I spend a couple of weeks in motivating, addressing their challenges, what are the employees facing, whether the company is not growing, whether they have not been getting promotion, whether they have not been getting their bonuses right, or something is there. So that needs to be weeded out first, and when there is a nice environment, the employees are now charged up, motivated, then we roll out the OKR. So it requires both some give and take in re-evaluating your current structure and internal processes. Next. It should not be linked to compensation. We already talked about it. So if goals are high stretch goals, don't link them to the pay or any kind of compensation or incentives, because research shows extremely high goals combined with economic incentive lead to unethical behavior, since tying reward to goal achievement can increase result at all costs. So this has also happened sometimes. So it starts with the leadership, then it moves down to aligning everyone in the team. Next. And ensure alignment. This is the key here. The entire company, 100 or 100,000 or 1,000,000, they are all aligned in the OKR system. Then only OKR works. Next. So purpose, fuel, passion, motivate with purpose. Always motivate your employees. There should always be a great purpose. Like at Tajurba, our purpose is to create 10 million job creators. So most work today is accomplished by a team, and the research support for the benefit of them goal is very strong. When team members can create goals together and see how they work contribute to the progress of team goals, performance improves. Collaborative objectives enable team to align and work together to drive company initiative forward. Next. So structuring OKR to match the company, vertical and individual objective connect to the objective of manager and the team. Company mission, an individual can clearly see the importance of his or her objective because they are connected to the company goal and mission. And horizontal and individual objective connect across teams also. So setting individual, now we coming to the individual objectives. Goals are extremely effective at increasing performance and engagement. Goals should be meaningful. Employees are more motivated to accomplish goals that are personally meaningful to them. Learning objectives for growth and development. Growth and development is a top driver for engagement for millennials. The power of participation set and align goals together. So when everybody's voice is heard, they are all participating, then there is a different environment. Next. Yeah, go ahead. So example of a top-down creation of OKR. Company mission, create a space for people to become their greatest selves. Then company objective, rethink the product foundation to meet employees' enterprise need. And then team objective, then design flexible method for customers to categorize and find data. Then key results, have discovered the top 3 pain points and have validated the best solution with the, go ahead, sorry, this is too small for me to read also. So some tips for great OKRs. Less is more. Not more than 1 or 3 objectives. Your OKR should never be used to set metrics that fall under business as usual. Balance ambitious and success. Set something too unattainable and you could easily get discouraged. If the goals are too large and you cannot achieve it, then you become very, very discouraged and give up. So to avoid unintended consequences, be sure to counterbalance quarterly metrics with quarterly metrics and short-term ambition with the long-term viability and desires of your organization. Otherwise, you may find yourself winning the round but losing the overall game. So this is no excuse 90 days. When I was on my weight loss journey, there was 0 cheat days, absolutely 0. Laser focus. Next. So my promise, when I do OKRs for the company, this is my promise to my student. To be your success coach, I get involved in the weekly check-ins and their weekly measuring the goals for every step of the process, helping them discover their true potential and helping you avoid setbacks. Next. So just visualize 90 days from now. I encourage you all to set your 90 days goals today, your individuals, your family, your career or your organization, wherever you are, and surrender the negative emotions that held so many us back, blame, shame and resentment. The first step to taking your life into your own hand is to Open those hands and empty them of the unhealthy, unproductive things that have been clinging for so long. So this is a major setting up of mindset when you go on this journey of achieving your 90 days goal, taking your life to the next level. Sometime during this journey, you are going to face storm, but please don't stop going forward and you will make it through. So until you discover how to cross the abyss, you will struggle, you will have setbacks, and you may even lose hope. But don't please give up. This is a very successful method. If you plan 90 days, OKR or without OKR, you call it 90 days goals, but start today. And difference between knowing and doing, we all know, but there is a lot of difference when we do. So how you have lived your life up to this point and how you will live in future, there is a big difference between deciding something and having reasons actually to do it. You will harness the force, the desire to make something happen. What are your reasons for making the decision to change? Write it down. Why you want to be healthy? Why you want to have more income? Why you want to have more promotion? Why you want to be more healthy? Next. So how do you feel deep down inside? How do you really feel about yourself? Are you confident? Do you often wonder if you are on the right path? What are the pros and cons of continuing in the direction you are going? Would you like to create a brighter future in the next 90 days? So focus on your future vision. What are the 5 most important specific accomplishment you need to make within the next 12 weeks? I would say decide 1 or 3, not even 5. For you to be happy with the progress of your business, your finances, your career, your family, your relationship. If you find it easy to identify 5 specific things, you know, have to occur between today and next 90 days from now to be happy with the progress of your business or your finances. Next. So there are few visions. Some people have historic vision. I did this, I achieved this. There are 3 types of vision. Some people only live in the future, but it's okay to learn from the past and move toward the future and live in the present. Next. So strong future vision, when you develop a strong future vision, you don't have to force yourself to set goals. Your mind just compels you to set them. Every time you accomplish an objective, it's not the end of anything. It's the beginning, the starting point for another stage of an ongoing journey of progress, development, growth, and adventure. So set goals that are ambitious yet achievable. Next. So your goals mean success. Once you have created your goals, read it first thing in the morning when you get up on a small white card. Again at night before you go to sleep, every day. Try reciting each statement loud as if you are describing your own future to someone else. Speak with total confidence and assurance. Next. Doubts. Practice eliminating doubts from your mind and your tone of voice. Don't describe your future success as something you hope to achieve. Almost power of visualizing is so great. All goals are achieved twice, once in mind, second time in reality. All architects make the building twice, once on drawing paper, second time in reality. I was reading Sachin Tendulkar's interview. He said, I make century twice, once in my mind, second time in reality. So picture it something you absolutely will achieve. You must be convinced what your imagination is, create your future reality. And do creative visualization exercise. It's a wonderful meditation available on YouTube. Next. Visualize and manifest. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. If your mind believes it, you can achieve it. Next. So by teaching yourself to believe in your future vision, you are positioning and preparing yourself to move upward and onward to ascend. Whenever things don't go your way, you'll be able to pick yourself because your future vision will be stronger than your setback. And it will put you right back on track. This is what I've been practicing after my 2008 failure. So how to set your personal OKR and stick to them. Next. Decide on your mission, your big vision. Break your mission down into objective. Once you have your mission, it's time to decide which areas of your life you want to improve and work on. These can be anything you like, but I think it's important you keep these separate from your work. My areas of focus for Q4 2000 are fitness. Next. Well-being, influence. Next. So these are my action point. Walk 5 kilometers every day. Start exercising. Low carb diet. Must sleep 8 hours. If I reach an average of 70% or more by the end of fourth quarter, I will know that I was successful in improving my fitness. This is what I decided in September to December. Next, please. So setting yourself meaningful target is a surefire way to fail. Consider why you want to achieve each KR. If you can clearly articulate why you want to achieve something, and if you have this reason written down in your OKR sheet, it will be much easier to motivate yourself when you inevitably hit a slump. Next. And have an accountability partner. Very, very important. Without accountability partner, it won't happen. Next, yeah. So have some reward or penalty for each other. Keep inspiring each other and the group. Every Sunday, post your update in the group, make a small group. And discuss in the monthly one-to-one meeting. This was for my group, which I have done. So this is another example of personal OKR. Published 12 new blog articles, starting with metric conclusion. 40% increase views per month. This was my OKR. So wish you all the best for your future and success with your OKRs. Please let me know when you achieve your results in 90 days, when you achieve your 70, 80, 90% success in next 90 days. It will give me 10x more joy. Thank you very much. Next.
Thank you, sir.
Next. There are a couple of more slides, please.
Okay. Good.
Karthik, please, there were 2-3 more slides. So this is my request to all of you. Search my name on Google. If you have found value today, you will find on the right hand side 444 Google reviews. You can post your review there, your feedback about today's session. Hopefully it will be positive. Next, please. And connect with me on LinkedIn. This is my LinkedIn profile. You found me, I think, on LinkedIn, right? Next. And again on LinkedIn. Next, please. You see there are 126 recommendations. If you add yours, I'll be very, very grateful. Next. And these are my 4 books. If any book you find value to yourself, you can download from Amazon for 72 rupees, or you can WhatsApp me. I'll send you the e-copy complimentary. Next. You can reach me. These are my credentials. This is my WhatsApp and mobile number. 9811933111. Suresh@sureshmansharamani.com. This is my website. And you can find me on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Thank you very much. Have a fantastic day. Any questions or any key takeaways? I have another 10 minutes.
Participants can unmute and ask the question directly.
Or one good thing you have learned today, if you don't have any questions. आप ही बता दो।
मैं बता दूं सर,
जी,
मैं भी 90 डेज का कुछ
what is
weight
your
loss program
90 days goal?
weight loss sir, weight loss I will also do.
ओके, तो मैं आपको एक क्विक टिप दे देता हूँ वेट लॉस का।
प्लीज दीजिए सर।
आप कितने भी पैसे खर्चेंगे, कितने भी कंसल्टेंट के पास जाएंगे, इट विल नॉट वर्क। पहला तो आपको लाइफस्टाइल चेंज करना है, वो लाइफस्टाइल के लिए रखना है। ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने 90 डेज किया, छोड़ा तो उतना तेजी से वापस आएगा। सेकंड थिंग यू हैव टू डू इज 12 hours fasting. So your last meal should be, dinner should be 9 o'clock, next meal should be 9 o'clock. And then you have to give up roti, chawal and sweets. 3 things, and bread and anything made in factory. You can eat all proteins. If you are non-veg, you can eat meat, chicken, fish, whatever you like, eggs. If you are vegetarian, then paneer and sorry?
Are you talking about keto diet?
No, it is not keto. This is salads and protein. Keto is involved a lot of fat.
Okay.
Here the fat is not allowed. So this is combination of protein, salads and intermittent fasting. Very simple, just have protein and salad, protein and salad, protein and salad. And vegetables. But no roti, no chawal. If you want to have roti, have bajra or jawar roti. In 90 days, you will knock off 20 kilo.
बहुत डिफिकल्ट है सर खाने को त्याग देना।
And no cheating. Cheating किया तो दुगना ज्यादा हो जाएगा. Better not do it. Anyone else?
Yes sir.
Sir, the learning, sir, thank you very much. The learning is that set realistic goals.
Realistic but ambitious.
Yes, yes, sir. One should be realistic. I can't leave job. So setting up, so 12-hour fasting, how can I? So that becomes, once someone becomes a entrepreneur or controlling his own schedule, I feel that then only these things can be implementable to the extent you are expecting.
Right, right. Discipline is must in achieving anything in life.
Yes, yes.
Consistency and discipline.
Right, sir, right. So what I feel is higher order thinking skill has to prevail.
Right,
And
right.
that will set the realistic goals. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hello, have a nice day. And please post your review on Google if you found value. And connect with me on LinkedIn, please. And send me your feedback if you achieve your goals in 90 days. Okay?
Thank you. Hello.
Yes. Can I log off now?
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.